Indian elephants have worked closely with their traditional trainers for centuries. While still very young, the elephants go through rites of initiation that teach them not to be afraid of fire or noise. They can easily carry large trees, and they're intelligent enough to pick up a driver's fallen cap without being asked.
Hi, I'm Jack Hanna. Join us on Zoo Life to learn more about the animals of the world.
There's something about whales and dolphins that captivates us like no other animal. They're mammals like we are, but they're at home in a watery universe. The best part of SeaWorld's show is what goes on between dolphin and trainer. That's because dolphins, like some other animals, seem to want to communicate with us as much as we do with them. But what do they know, and how can we understand them? Our best hope of finding out what any animal is capable of is from the people who have the good fortune to spend time with them.
Great job! Okay.
You know, we've all heard the myths about the dolphin's super intelligence. I gotta tell you, I think the truth is a lot more exciting. Here at SeaWorld of Florida, trainers are beginning to understand just how a dolphin learns. And it all starts with a strong bond of friendship and trust between human and animal. This is Kelly Clark, who's been a senior trainer here for 6 years. Kelly, what's it like having a dolphin as a best friend?
It's a very special, a very unique kind of friendship or friend, yeah. Not too many people can get up and say, I'm going to go see my dolphin friends this morning. So that's why I feel privileged to be here. Well, would you like to get a handshake?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can do that. You can come up close to the pool and reach out your hand. This is Cindy. Cindy needs Jack. Great job!
Wow.
Good girl.
Man. Why do you feel it's so important to have this trust and friendship with the animals?
They need to understand that we're fun and we're their friends. Then they're willing to interact with us. These guys. Who is that guy? Hey, say hi to that guy. Hi.
Kelly, sometimes we cannot even measure a human's intelligence. Just how do we know how intelligent a dolphin is then?
We can't assume that they're highly intelligent like we apply that characteristic to ourselves. They're very well adapted for their marine environment, and they are very fast learners, as we found at SeaWorld. I mean, every time we come up with something new and exciting for the dolphins to learn, they can learn it. So we're basically limited by ourselves, and that's what our job is, basically, to find things that'll stimulate them and that they'll enjoy.
How fast can an animal like that go in the water?
She can swim about 18 to 20 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll ride her in the show.
Well, I don't know about that if you'd like to get on a wetsuit, but
No, I'm too fat.
Is he too fat, Cindy? Yeah, he's way too fat.
No.
If learning starts with trust, how do the trainers earn the dolphins' loyalty? Well, it's just like with your human friends. You hang out together.
Playtime, basically, is just a time where we say, you can do what we want. We're going to stimulate you, we're going to run around, we're going to play, maybe we'll juggle at the glass. And if you'd like to watch, if you'd like to participate, come on over and play with us. Come on!
Hey, Charlotte, look at this. Look at Jack playing.
They say that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Well, I guess the same goes for dolphins.
Oh, they love my performance. Oh, look at the dolphins. Up and down, here we go. Look at Jack. They're just watching me now. In other words, this is their time to watch Jack train. You like it? Look at this. All right, do both of them. Thank you so much. Watch this, a ball and 2 rings at one time. Oh, yeah, all right. Thank you. Do you find that some dolphins are quicker to learn than others?
Just like some children excel in math, while others are better at reading, some of these animals excel in some of the closer behaviors that involve real tight trainer interaction. Personally, I've learned a lot about being creative because, it's my job to be creative and to stimulate these animals. And I've also learned that we're only limited by our own imaginations. If I didn't have to go home at night, I wouldn't. I'd spend more and more time thinking about these guys and spending time with them because I learn just as much as they do every day. Hi, there she goes.
Goodbye. Boy, a lot has changed at the university since my college days. But there's something going on here that I never would have dreamed about in a million years. Here at the University of Arizona in Tucson, I've come to visit with an extraordinary student named Alex. Actually, he's teaching us all a great deal about what's going on inside of an animal's brain. This is Alex. Most parrots are simply taught to mimic, but Alex really understands what he's saying. Okay, Alex, what's this? What's this?
Truck. Yes, that's what we call it. That way you couldn't have been cueing him when you were holding it and giving it to him because you don't know the label for it.
Yeah, you tricked me. From his humble beginnings in a pet shop 15 years ago, Alex has gained worldwide fame as a result of his work with Dr. Irene Pepperberg.
So he has to listen to my question in order to answer it right. Okay, now tell me, how many?
Alex can identify 50 objects, 7 colors, 5 shapes, and even count up to 6.
How many? 2. Good boy.
Did people think you were crazy when you started doing this?
What started me into this, of course, was seeing all the shows on the animal language in the early 70s. The studies on the chimpanzees, the dolphins, realizing that we had never looked at the intelligence of birds. Hey.
That looks confusing to me.
Yeah, it is confusing. Can you tell me how many rows wool? Wool. Yeah, wool. How many rows wool?
There were lots of rose-colored or red objects on the plate, and also lots of wool balls. But could Alex actually count how many were both rose-colored and wool?
How many rows wool? 4. Good boy, 4.
Wow.
All right, you're a good birdie.
So people that would see this have to understand that you're talking years of work here. I mean,
that's right.
This animal can pick out colors, objects, food, count.
The reason we do this is it's quite similar to the way that young children learn objects. The kid goes around the house and points to something and says, "What's that?" And mom says, "Well, that's a cookie," and gives the child the cookie. And that's what we try to replicate.
Chain.
It's not that I doubt Alex, but now that Irene's taking a break, I'm going to see if he knows some things that are in my own pocket that I brought all the way from Ohio. I have to leave this with you anyway. It's my cockroach card. It's my calling card. Now, Alex, this is a tough one. What shape? What shape is this? What shape, Alex? What shape? What shape?
4.
4, yeah.
Corner.
Get out. Alex? Good, buddy. 4 corner. Alex, this is my breakfast receipt this morning. No one has seen this but me. Nobody. What is this? What matter?
Paper.
Paper. You are warmed up today, buddy. You've hit 100%. I know you. What do you want? What do you want?
Want a nut?
Want a nut. That's good. That's what you get. Thank you, Alex. You're so good. Even when Alex is playing this children's computer game with the lab assistants, he's thinking.
You tell me, how many in yellow? Huh? Look carefully. That's right, how many in yellow?
4.
4 is right. Good boy, that's right.
I want people to think about this in terms of conservation. By showing just how intelligent these birds are, maybe we'll come to appreciate them more and be more willing to save their environment.
You know what you ought to do? I got a neat idea. Is to teach Alex how to fly through his jungles and go, don't burn, don't cut, don't burn, don't cut, and then all the birds start saying, don't burn, don't cut.
Yeah.
Give me a kiss goodbye, Alex. You want a nut? Give me a kiss.
You tickle.
Thank you, Alex.
Okay? All right, come here. You're a good guy. You've had it. You've had it for the day. I know, it's okay. You're a good guy. You've been a very, very good boy. You want to go back? Yes.
The next time someone calls me a bird brain, I'm going to take it as a compliment.
All right. You be good now? I'm going to go eat dinner. All right? Watch out. Let me get you in here. Come on, sweetie. You're a good birdie. I think any parent, anybody's pet, could learn the kinds of things Alex learns. I think Alex is a pretty average type parent, actually. He was living in a pet store when I got him, and I mean, with my luck, it's quite unlikely that I would have picked the Einstein of parrots.
I love you. Okay, you be good. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'll be here tomorrow. You be good. I love you.
I've always believed that elephants are one of the most intelligent animals. Here in Thousand Oaks, California, Cheryl Shaver is proving me right with her animal actors.
Cheryl, I need help here.
Back.
Vasha and Malika are African elephants from Zimbabwe, and they're only 7 years old, but they're already veterans of many movies, TV shows, and commercials. In fact, if size is any indication, they're 2 of Hollywood's biggest stars.
Now, what are you teaching Malika?
She's learning to answer the telephone for a commercial. And in the beginning, she had to learn first to be able to put her trunk to her ear and then to pick up the phone and put it to her ear. Pick it up and listen. All right. Good girl.
Because elephants are known to have extraordinary memories, we know she won't forget.
On the day we shot, she must have done it over 100 times, never incorrectly. Maybe with a variation, but never incorrectly. Good. Pick it up.
Answering telephones, vacuuming. I wonder if Malika does windows too.
Good.
Does she clean, does she clean your house?
Good.
Even the most powerful pickup machine could be improved by adding a brush agitator, like the Hoover Brush Vac. It picks up where brushless hand vacs leave off. Why not pick one up?
What do you think people that see the animals doing the commercials, do you think they gain something from that?
I believe they do. People watch the commercial and it charms them. They think the animals are wonderful. And then when something comes up where they could do something to help them in the wild, give money or not buy ivory, they care because it's touched them before.
Where do you draw the line as far as not doing a commercial or doing a commercial?
I would never do anything that would hurt them or that would make them uncomfortable. But they're very intelligent. She enjoys learning things. And there's nothing that she's done so far that she didn't have fun using her mind. I think it makes the day entertaining that we come up with interesting things. Paint.
I've heard of getting the star treatment, but this is ridiculous.
Turn around.
The pampered young starlet is Belle, who joined the troupe only 4 months ago. Cheryl is not only her acting coach, she's her 24-hour-a-day house mother. So whether it's Cindy the dolphin, Alex the parrot, or young Belle here, the key to understanding the animal mind seems to be that all-important bond of friendship and trust.
I feel that my elephants are ambassadors for their own kind and that we're in partnership together. We work together to be able to earn a living and survive like a family would.
Belle already enjoys her daily routine, which includes a morning walk in the hills around the compound.
They love to walk. In the wild, they'd be walking constantly, hours. And they like it being with me and going for a nice stroll.
Now, just how did you get started with elephants? Ever since you were a little girl, you liked them?
Since I was a little girl, I was crazy about animals in general, but I like cats best. And I haunted the motion picture compound Jungleland until they hired me. And one of the trainers there asked me to help him with the Elephant Act. And they grew on me. I discovered how wonderfully intelligent they are. As the years went by, they are now my favorite. I have a passion for elephants, and I like them better than any other animal. Now, there's times, when it's 10 o'clock at night and I have another hour before feeding and I'm so tired, you go, why are you doing this? But there's nothing else I'd rather do.
When do you ever sleep?
I haven't slept longer than 6 hours at a time since they came.
I'm being nosy, but what do your parents think about all this?
My parents never dreamt.
They would babysit elephants.
Never dreamt.
Kids maybe, but not elephants.
And steady.
Cheryl, what all does this little elephant know? You've only had it for 4 months, right?
That's right. Well, first she had to learn to lead, to walk. And then she's learned basic things like climbing on the tub, and I'll show you. Up. Lift. Get 'em up. All right, change. Feet, lift, feet. Get 'em up. All right, change. Feet.
One-sided.
All right, good girl.
She did all this in 4 months?
She learned this in the first month.
The first month?
In the first month.
Do you think Belle is intelligent like more than other elephants you've worked with?
She's very smart and she's very sweet. I think she's, one of the exceptional ones, but they're all very smart. She wants to do right. She wants to learn, and it's important to her that we're happy with what she does. Good.
How often do you have to feed and clean up?
Well, we clean up about every 2 hours and feed at least every 2 or 3 hours.
I just put it out of the wheelbarrow in one way and put it back in the other way, right?
About the same amount, too.
Yep. Cheryl, I almost had a baby elephant when I was little. Well, I was little. I was 22 years old. I knew better, But I still want a baby elephant.
Well, you now can have one.
I'll just come up and visit you.
Yes?
And all I got to bring is my shovel. A surgeon needs a scalpel. A zookeeper needs a shovel.
They have time together each day where they're all together to play. They have time with me to go for walks and learn and have lessons. So I think they have time to themselves and time for learning, and it's interesting. Life isn't boring.
If you love animals as much as I do, you got to wonder about what's going on inside their head. Like, how about when your dog learns a new trick? Or my cat, for example. He knows how to open the screen door at night when he comes inside. But until recently, we knew of very few ways to communicate with these magnificent creatures. But as you've just seen, animals know a lot more than we could have ever imagined. And what's more important is that as we learn new ways to communicate with animals, we learn a whole new way of looking at our relationship with them. You want to give me a bath now since you're so smart?
Wouldn't you know that it would be Texas that would have the world's largest marine park? SeaWorld of Texas is located in the wide open spaces near San Antonio. Visitors can wander over 250 acres while they explore and enjoy the marine life that SeaWorld is famous for.
Have a wet, wild, and wonderful day here at SeaWorld of Texas!
Seems like nothing is small in Texas. SeaWorld has the world's largest collection of beluga or white whales in captivity. 10 of them. Woo! Don't you think he looks like the Pillsbury Doughboy? You're gonna be a doughboy. What's going on here? I didn't offend him, did I? Hey! Come on, man. I ain't got a bike. Take a shower at home. I'm out of here.
I soon found out that squirting water is natural behavior for beluga whales. It's one of the ways they look for food. And here at SeaWorld, just one of the ways they entertain visitors. They may not be as acrobatic or as fast as dolphins or killer whales, but their graceful underwater ballets are truly a wonder to behold.
We all share the sky just like a family. We all breathe the air just like a family.
Beauty in nature always has a purpose. These streamlined, finless whales are well adapted to swimming under their native polar ice caps. I found out even more intriguing things from head animal trainer Mark Boucher.
This is a ride. You are like a Pillows boy, doe boy.
Yeah.
How old is this one?
He's approximately 14, 15 years old.
What's his name?
His name is Shadow.
Can't describe the feeling of this animal. I really can't. I've never in my life. This thing here.
We call him our big marshmallow heads.
Marshmallow heads?
Yeah.
Now what's he saying? He just went.
Well, they have the ability to produce a lot of vocal sounds. Okay. Way back when, in the 17th century, whalers nicknamed them the sea canaries. You know.
Wow, that's like in a murder mystery.
Yeah.
Like what? Now, what does that mean?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know if they're communicating in some sort of way with their species or not.
You know, that's what you just said it just then. You know what's so sad is we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't need, you know, we're just discovering.
We're scratching the surface, really.
Now, do they do another sound?
They do another vocalization, but I can't whistle. I need somebody who can whistle.
Oh, I can whistle.
Okay.
Just whistle real loud?
Yeah, whistle real loud.
Here we go.
Hear that?
Wow.
They're great mimickers.
That's amazing. It sounds just like a whistle.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mark, after 10 years of doing this, that you've learned about these animals?
Oh, we've learned this. Where can I start? First of all, you learn that these guys are just like you and I. You know, they have their own personalities. They have their own likes, their own dislikes. It's just incredible the relationship you can really establish with each individual animal. Like this guy here, he, as you can tell, what we've been doing, likes to be touched up here on the forehead a lot. He seems to enjoy that.
It's like I like my back rubbed,
Sure,
you know.
absolutely, same thing, exactly. Now sit here and
You are so cute.
well, just neat looking. You look at them and
You gonna give me a kiss,
they're
buddy?
intriguing. Just turn your head to the left. There you go.
God.
There you go.
I can't believe it.
It is pretty neat, isn't it? Attaboy, Shadow. You know, yeah, people tell me all the time, you get paid to do this job? I tell them, it's incredible, but yeah, I do. Not a day. I wake up, I look forward to coming to work every day. Look what I do. It's great.
That's great.
Well, Jack, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go play.
Not me. I'm gonna stay up here.
See you later.
All right.
Come on, guys.
From playtime comes friendship and trust, and the results are spectacular to watch.
Through our daily interactions, we have found that these animals seem to enjoy having us get in the water and play with them. So we'd like you to sit back, relax, because Chris, hey, let's just have some fun.
You guys see how Shadow?
After every show, the trainers go over the animals' performances.
These aren't report cards. You know, we don't go up to the glass if they had a bad show, you know, one that wasn't up to par, and go, hey, look, Shadow, you got a bad grade here. We don't do that. Okay. It's communication more so, not for the animals, but for the trainers. It's just you can come in and say, well, let's do all plays and relate sessions. Let's just, don't ask the animal to learn anything. Just play with them and build up the relationship session. But actually, a lot of the behaviors that we use in the show actually come from our playtimes.
Are you good? Yes, you're good. Yes, aren't you?
Beluga whales and humans may not yet know each other's language, but they do know how to have a good time.
Hey, Ollie!
Hey, guys!
And one thing's for sure, these young people are communicating what's important, how to live together in harmony, just like a family.
He's in love with the stroller. Hello! 4 years of college for this, guys.
We all share the sky just like a family.
The Florida Keys, where earth, sea, and sky uniquely blend together into one harmonious whole. Here in Grassy Key, then, it's fitting to find a place where two species of animals, human and dolphin, also come together in harmony.
As a zoo director, of course, I love all animals. But there's something about dolphins that's very special to all of us. Maybe it's because they live in social groups, or they're so intelligent. But I think one of the main reasons we love dolphins is because they're so friendly. And here at the Dolphin Research Center in Grassy Key, Florida, a person has a rare and extraordinary opportunity to understand and communicate with these magnificent creatures.
The interaction between dolphin and human works both ways. Trainers show dolphins how to play in a people's world, and dolphins help humans learn about their environment.
Woo! Very nice.
The process begins with the Dolphin Sight program, when visitors are introduced to the dolphins by Laura Urian, Director of Education.
I'm going to put a hydrophone into the water so we can listen to their world. What you want to listen for is the dolphin's echolocation. What they're doing with those clicks is they're sending out a click to the object, waiting for the echo to bounce off of it, and then they receive that echo in their lower jaw. If you were to get into the water with the dolphins, they could pick up your heart beating, your lungs breathing, blood going through your veins. They can even potentially give pregnant women sonograms. We actually learned ultrasound from studying dolphins.
Once you learn how they perceive their world, it's time to learn how to communicate. It's sort of like putting your feet into a dolphin's flippers, so to speak.
The next thing I'd like to do is to train one of you to stand up. The first person who stands up will get this bag of M&Ms. All right, okay. Okay, so that's called a primary reinforcer. So what is it for dolphins?
Fish.
Fish, that's right. That's probably one of the #1 reinforcers. Another kind of reinforcement that we use with the dolphins, and you'll see how this works, the next person who stands up, I will give a hug.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Okay.
See, the problem is I'm allergic to chocolate.
Oh, I see. Well, that's important to know. So now that you have an idea of how it works, who would like to be a dolphin? Jack, okay, you'll be a dolphin. Who would like to be a trainer? All right, great. So here's your whistle. Okay, in just a minute you're going to shape Jack's behavior using well-timed whistles or reinforcements. And we have to think of, you don't like chocolate, you like hugs, so whistle can, in your case, mean a hug every time you get something.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Something right. Okay, you don't mind, do you?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to kind of move around and try different things to give your trainer something to reinforce.
I'm a dumb dolphin.
There's no such thing.
Oh, I know, but for me, they're so much smarter than me.
That's for sure.
Well,
that
I know, that is good.
Being a dolphin gave me a lot more respect for them. How do you figure out what the human wants?
Oh, no, I get the hug. This is too much.
I know, you're working so hard.
I ain't had a fish or nothing yet.
I don't even know how to get it across to you.
I can give you a hint. Does she want you to keep your leg up or have your leg go up and down? You might want to test that out. That was the sort of whistle.
Yeah.
I know I can keep my leg up and jump on one leg.
That'll be good.
Try it.
Oh! I got it!
So what I'd like to do right now is to allow you all to experience what it's like to communicate with the dolphins via hand signals. Hi you guys. Well, this is Anessa and Alita, and they're both two little girls that were both born here, right? Hey! Good. Okay. Well, would you like to try one of your signals? Come on over, Anessa. All right. Good, Alita. Good girl. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to step up there and try giving them your signal.
Okay, you ready?
They're ready. And watch what they do. They're going to go way over there. All right.
One more.
That was great, Alita. Well, here's another one that they imitate, our giggle, our laugh. Actually, one of our trainers has a real funny laugh, and here's what the dolphins did to imitate us.
There's only a low fence that separates the center from the open Gulf waters. If a hurricane should ever destroy the barrier, it's important that the dolphins be familiar with the open waters. Linda Erb, Director of Dolphin Training, puts zinc oxide on Anessa and Alita so they won't be mistaken for wild dolphins.
It's surprising how many people usually think the dolphins can't wait to get out of here. We found actually the opposite. When we opened the gates, these guys are like, go out there? And these two were both born here. So remember, you know, they've never had to contend with being out in an open space where there wasn't that security of the fence.
You ready? You ready, girls? You want to go? Okay.
During their open water training sessions, Anessa and Alita could head out to sea if they wanted to, but they're obviously having too much fun with their human friends to leave.
Come on, Anessa! Good girl! Good girl, you wait! Keep going! Woo! Out that way!
It's hard to top the fantastic experience of meeting a dolphin face to face until you see what happens between a dolphin and a small child here at the Dolphin Research Center. It's all part of a unique and very inspiring program called Dolphin Child.
The idea is that the dolphins serve as a great motivator for a disabled child. When the child performs the correct behavior, he or she is rewarded by an encounter with the dolphin. The therapy is a true team effort between dolphin, trainer, and Dr. Dave.
The kids learn from 2 to 10 times more working with the dolphins in an aquatic environment than they do on land. What happens is their brain can focus in for a longer period of time on what has to be done.
Good boy. Very good.
Call her. Anna. Good girl. All right. Good.
4-year-old Emily does not speak and is hyperactive. But in her first session with the dolphin, she's already concentrating and starting to vocalize the animal's name.
Good girl, Emily. All right, way to go. Look at this girl go. All right. Go, Emily.
Beautiful. Good girl. He was great on that, Linda.
Yeah, that was nice.
Good girl. Okay, good girl.
Okay, go get Emily.
Before we work with any of the handicapped children, the dolphins are actually kind of test run on our own children. And oftentimes you'll have the dolphins choose to work with the disabled. They want to go over. And I think they find it fascinating that not all people come in the same package, that some of us are put together differently.
Good boy. Nice and slow. Emily's the one you got to go slow for, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Boy. Okay,
Called up. Now sing it. Here we go. Yeah!
Yeah, you clapping for AJ. Push with them.
Look, Em.
Good boy.
That's it.
Thank you. That was good. Okay.
Look, Em. Go ahead. Good girl, Emily. Good girl. Good girl.
Boy, AJ.
Good boy, Dave. Good work.
Excellent.
I got you. Good girl.
Billy, who has Down syndrome, has been coming to the center for 3 years. His progress has been phenomenal.
Oh, great. Oh, bye, Billy.
Until he recuperates from recent surgery, Billy must do all his work with Dr. Nathanson dockside. But the dolphin clearly influences his behavior.
Good job. Bill, what can you tell me about this little girl?
Angry.
She's angry, you're right. She looked very angry to me. What about this little girl? Is this little girl angry? No, what is she?
Happy.
She's a happy little girl, she sure is.
Billy's been coming here to the Dolphin Center since he was 22 months old. And at that time, he could only say like duh or buh. And with Dr. Dave's help, he has made great strides, speaking in sentences now and having a great time with the dolphins. We're so proud.
It's more and more obvious that we humans have become the worst enemies of the animal world. But today we're trying to reverse that process. We're trying to become friends of the animals, to conserve and protect them. We're all trying to help the animals. But you know what? Have we ever thought about how much the animals could really help us? This isn't just a dolphin. This is a teacher for young disabled children. So next time we see a dolphin help a child learn how to talk or read for the first time, we need to remind ourselves, do they need us as much as we need them?
Anheuser-Busch Theme Park's Conservation Moment. The pledge made real.
Since 1974, SeaWorld of Florida has been a member and major player in the Southeast U.S. Marine Mammal Stranding Network. SeaWorld has the resources necessary to respond to a mass marine mammal stranding. For a long time, it wasn't understood why these strandings occur, but now the evidence seems clear.
There aren't a lot of big mysteries in most cases. It simply is an animal who is so sick that he no longer cares that a tide has carried him up on the beach.
Animal looks so far, Doctor.
Well, it's hard to tell at this point until we get some blood work, and we'll get that when we get back in the park. We'll be doing some things on the way back to try to make sure he's stabilized enough to get through the trip. And then we'll know more in another 24 to 48 hours.
Whatever disease or injury caused an animal to strand itself must be cured before it can be returned to the sea.
What we have here is an Atlantic bottlenose dolphin. It's a beached animal that beached itself yesterday at Vero Beach. It's one of those things that's very rewarding when you see an animal that was next to lifelessness to come back and within a few days to start eating again and responding to you.
If all goes well, a mammal or mammals can be released. This is always a moment of nervous anticipation. There's no happier sight than that of a successful release, and the animals swimming and thriving again in their natural environment.
Anheuser-Busch Theme Parks, the pledge made real.
Mr. Ed, watch out. Here comes Shagra, the singing stallion.
The flames are #1 with me. We're #1. Go Flames, go!
Throughout this video, you'll see many more outrageous animal moments like Porky, the parasailing pig. We'll also feature creatures such as Twiggy, a very athletic squirrel who loves to water ski. Plus, we'll check in with Jericho, the dog who has found a way to make friends with umpires. And we'll head out to the track for a look at some of the craziest races ever run. You'll find all this and more as Wild About Animals presents Wonderfully Wacky Animals. Let's begin with a salute to our four-legged friends who just love the water. This very talented dog has perfected the art of log rolling and can compete with the best of them. Here, he toys with his competition before sending this poor guy for a trip into the pool. Next up, our pretty poodle who loves to water ski. Just fasten on a life jacket and this furry little fella is good to go for a few spins around the lake.
Come on, Molly, just
We also uncovered a canine whose favorite hobby is riding a jet ski. Talk about fun in the sun. This gorgeous golden retriever spends between 6 to 8 hours a day out on the water. And when it comes to surfing, this dog tops them all. Onlookers are amazed at this mutt's unbelievable ability to hang 10. After watching all of these playful pups, it's pretty obvious that these aqua dogs sure do love the water.
all in line, and they're off.
And so are we, as we try to track down our runaway harness horse. It seems that this thoroughbred couldn't stand being away from his rider. And so, it was off to the jockey's lounge, where he was going to pay him a visit. Up the stairs and onto the balcony. Getting up there took about 2 minutes. But getting back down, that was more like 2 hours. Did you ever wonder what a racehorse does to cool off during the summertime? Well, wonder no more. And if you had the horse on the inside rail, odds have it you didn't win much money on this race. Unless, of course, all the other horses were going the wrong way. Here, watch the jockey on the extreme inside, who's about to get the boot from his horse. Speaking of getting the boot, this harness rider gets tossed in the middle of the race, but somehow manages to hitch a ride. Some jockeys, though, don't even make it out of the gates and are left standing all alone at the start. However, there are some horses who wait before hitting the ejection button, like the one here in the back of the pack who decides he doesn't want to finish dead last. So it's off with his rider friend and on to the finish line, where he cruises to victory. Sometimes you come across a horse who won't share the winner's circle with anyone. This poor jockey gets thrown inches before the finish line. Don't worry, he was okay. His ego was a bit bruised, but he was fine. And by the way, in case you were wondering who won that race, well, here's a photo finish. You make the call. Over the years, we've collected quite a few crazy races. So sit back and enjoy as we take a look at all of our animal friends from start to finish.
There they go. Harvey Wallbanger breaks on top. There on the outside is Vandy Bar. Vandy Bar and Harvey Wallbanger.
I'm hip. Number 2 is on the lead with Tim Mechanic, followed by Buddy Hasher on Hip Hooray as half a hip.
Five is the winner. Number 5.
Harvey Wallbanger.
So why are these pets lined up in single file? They're getting ready for an event called Pets on Parade. And these people sure love their animals.
So, listen to this. I had him for about a year, and we're driving along with relatives and friends, and one lady, she's talking about her purebred this and purebred that, and I have nothing against purebred anything. But I thought, hey, wait a minute. I says, wait a minute. What about my dog Crackers? Just because he's not a purebred doesn't mean he's not just as loved or just as special. Right, Crackers?
Yeah.
And I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start a club, and I'm going to call it Mutts of America, and Crackers is going to be president.
Pets on Parade is a chance for proud pet owners to show off their dogs and cats to the assembled crowd. They compete for various awards like the fattest cat.
How much does that cat weigh, roughly? 24 pounds?
Now that's one heavy cat.
Does he get a lot of exercise or?
No.
Yeah, that's surprising. Then there was the award for the smallest dog, won by this miniature mutt. This pooch competed for the most dignified dog, but easily could have taken the most terrified award. Here's the biggest dog, a 200-pound St. Bernard whose owner had a ready explanation for her victory.
Size. He's got a big head.
This dog won Best Trained, and you can see why. We can't forget the owner-dog look-alike winner, whose victory was not exactly hard-fought.
I was the only one in the category. Could that be it? Could that help?
There were plenty of competitors in the most unusual pet category, including a goat, a duck, and the eventual winner, an iguana.
She doesn't like children. She'll whip her tail at small children.
Not exactly my idea of the ideal pet. This day was a great time for everyone involved, most notably the organizer. Oh, and how can I forget? Her mutt Crackers loved it too.
The weather turned out beautiful. It was kind of cloudy and the breeze, and we just had a wonderful time with those dogs and cats and unusual pets with the goat and the duck and the turtles, and everything was just wonderful. I thought it turned out great. Didn't you, Crackers?
Yeah. Now that we've heard from Crackers, let's take a look at some more peculiar pet tricks, like Sammy the skateboarding dog. Or how about these 3 little pigs? otherwise known as the swimming swines. We've also got a baby elephant who throws a mean spitball. Ever seen a fish jump through hoops? You like that, huh? Well, we've got plenty more. There's Harry the horse, whose owner has taught him how to twirl a lasso while standing on a stool. Now there's a useful tool. And let's not forget this back-kicking beauty. Just drop the ball and watch it fly. But don't get too close. And you thought your dog was talented. Murphy here has learned how to operate a golf cart, which drives the other dogs in the trailer park crazy. Don't worry, Murph, they're just jealous. And finally, we have Abigail, the roller skating mule. Just strap on a pair of skates and she's good to go. And so are we, as we wrap up this portion of our Peculiar Pet Tricks. Hey, no time to rest. This show is just getting started. So hop aboard our animal treadmill as we limber up those legs and head off into the pool for a look at a few cross-training camels. Giddy up, big fella. Off we go to a little dog racing. And we do mean little dogs. Here it is again. Up, over, a little dance, a perfect 10. Why's this guy so excited? Well, he's getting ready for another super dog show. Just toss a log into the lake. Strap on a cape, and away he goes. From super dog to super pig. One of the only swines in town who enjoys hanging out at the beach all day. This porky little pal will gladly trade in his mud slop for a sand bucket and a surfboard any day, as he frolics around in the water. Anyone in the mood for some cricket bowling? All you need are about 1 million crickets and a small black ball, and you could start a weekend league of your own. And last but not least, we have these playful parrots who continue to stay in tip-top shape by performing their daily agility exercises. He's the most famous dog in professional baseball. His name is Jericho, the team mascot of the Fort Myers Miracle in Fort Myers, Florida. Jericho has been a fan favorite since joining the Miracle in 1990, but this golden retriever doesn't let fame go to his head. When it comes game time, Jericho knows there's work to be done.
His job primarily is taking the Gatorade to the umpires.
Good stuff. There you go, Jericho. Take her back now.
Holding the flags for the national anthem, frisbee, and shagging foul balls down first baseline and entertaining the kids.
When Jericho's not busy working the game, you can often find him catching up on his fan mail and the numerous requests for his autograph.
There you go.
Thanks, Jericho.
Good boy.
Have a good game.
Even though Jericho has attained celebrity status among sports mascots, there are moments in this dog's career that his trainer would rather forget.
He fertilized the field in 1990. So that was an embarrassing moment with a towel over my head and a pooper scooper in my hand.
More often than not, Jericho performs beyond the call of duty, and his efforts are well received both on and off the field.
He's nice to have around. He takes good care of us.
He's pretty relaxed when we're at home, and when it's time to put the uniform on, he's all pumped and he's ready to meet the kids.
There's no doubt that Jericho the Miracle Dog is a Hall of Famer in the world of team mascots. Now, from Jericho, let's shift gears and move on to some more serious action, like Fiji Island crab racing. Here's our track announcer with today's race card.
In the number 1 position, Dungeness, followed in the number 2 slot by a great one at 15-1, Chowder Man. Butter Sauce, following in the number 3 position, one of my favorites, number 4, My Old Soft Shell. Crustacean Boy, followed by Tartar Tom, Bouillabaisse, Crab o' War in the 8th slot. Louie Louie, Spectacular Shell at 30-1. Bula Bula, Banaka, and picking up the rear, a great crab in his own right, Irving Feldman. The crab is up, the track is sand, and we're ready to go. Many of the crabs are running the wrong way. There you see number 10, Bula Bula. Bula Bula on the outside. That's Crab o' War, followed by Dungeness. Butter Sauce at 15-1. This is My Old Soft Shell, and now it looks like Louie Louie. Louie Louie is coming on. It's Louie Louie, followed by Irving Feldman. Irving Feldman, My Old Soft Shell. Here it is again. It's Louie Louie. Irving Feldman, Spectacular Crab, and we've got a winner. Just moments after the victory for Louie Louie. Well, I tell you, when I first made the quarter pole move, I knew outside when I hit him with the stick that everything going to work pretty good.
Once again, here's the winning form of Louie Louie, our crab racing champion. Welcome now to the world of Strange But True, where you'll see animals doing some of the most bizarre things. Take, for instance, this well-mannered feline, who not only can eat with a fork, but has also mastered the art of chopsticks as well. And how about this prize-winning poodle, who always loosens up with her owner before doing a handstand? Or, I guess in this case, we should say, paw stand on his head. When it comes to feeding fish, this guy takes the prize, as he baits his mouth with a minnow and lets his pet catfish do the rest. And here's an interesting fella, a frog with 5 legs. You don't believe us? Just watch him swim. And of course, let's not forget Butch and Bernie, the Viking Bulldogs. These 2 very cool canines love to rev things up with their owner as they prepare to hit the streets and go cruising down the highways. Although this may look strange to some, it's just another day out in the sun for Butch and Bernie, a couple of Harley-loving hounds who fit very nicely into our strange but true category. Speaking of strange, wait till you see this next story.
The Animal Buns Calendar idea started out as a joke, but the more a group of us thought about it, the more we thought, you know, there's nothing like that out there. People are always looking at the front sides of animals. They always see the faces, but the back sides are interesting as well. So we decided that we would give the world a real behind-the-scenes look at animals with our 1995 and our upcoming 1996 Animal Buns Calendar. You've already got buns of men, buns of bunnies, buns of this and that, so why not animal buns? It's kind of a cheeky idea. I really like the animal buns of the Ellipsin water buck because the tail end has a circle around it, so it's kind of like a bullseye target. In the 1995 Animal Buns Calendar, we had a whole variety of animals, including polar bear buns, a herd of zebras running away from the camera. This is a herd at the Serengeti. You've got lion rear ends, you've got hippopotamus hinders, ostriches. We had one animal, the July photo, which was a mandrill with a red, white, and blue behind, and we did have to airbrush out a body part just to keep it all within the family. It is, you have to admit. You'd think photographing animal buns would be easy, but it's really not. To get a good shot that's a tasteful bun shot is very, very difficult. I think one of the reasons it's difficult is because most people are used to photographing the fronts of animals, so it takes time to get into the habit of recognizing a good animal bun when you see one. Our calendar sold around the world. We got letters, we got phone calls from Australia, from Europe, from Asia. It was absolutely amazing. What really amazed me is that Animal Bun's calendar was up for the 1995 calendar of the year on an entertainment show that runs all across the U.S. It was up against Claudia Schiffer and Rachel Hunter, two of the most beautiful women in the world. People called in from all over the United States, and guess what won? Animal Buns. I think people are ready for something new and something different, and that's what Animal Buns has to offer. I consider myself an animal buns expert, so I have composed a little poem in honor of animal behinds everywhere, and it goes like this. The back ends of critters are second to none. Each beast is proud of its own kind of bun. Whether it's cheeks on a cheetah, a rhinoceros rear, the aft of an anteater, or derriere of a deer, an animal's posterior is like an object of art. It's worthwhile admiring this behind-the-scenes part.
Let's now take a look at some amazing animal athletes. These crafty critters possess a certain talent which sets them apart from your average pet. Take, for example, Tommy the trotting turkey, who jogs every morning for two reasons. One, it keeps him in excellent shape, and two, which is even more important, it keeps him off the Thanksgiving Day table. Then there's Twiggy the water-skiing squirrel, a rather adventurous rodent who, after becoming bored with climbing trees, decided to strap on a pair of skis. We also have the pool-playing poodle puppy. This little billiards baby can clear a table faster than Minnesota Fast. And our bear cub here can catch a pass just like Jerry Rice and has an end zone dance that would make even Deion Sanders envious. When it comes to bowling, this big elephant is the best. Anyone for some RBA? That's the Rat Basketball Association. These two hoopsters have one shot and one shot only, the slam dunk. Here's something you don't see every day, a weightlifting frog who can ride a motorcycle. Or how about a parasailing pig? That's right, high above the skies flies Porky, a pudgy pig who has no fear of heights. Just another day of fun for this weekend warrior. Hello there, Porky.